Hello, everybody. It is that time. We have been gone for so long, but we are now back with tonight's episode of Ravenloft Misfits. I am Jonny. I am the DM for this campaign, and for a list of all the cast's names, socials, pronouns, all that good stuff, check out the chat or the episode description. And we mostly stream Ravenloft Misfits each Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, excluding the last Monday. However, next Monday, we're going to be taking off from Ravenloft Misfits to do maybe a one-shot of the month or some other sort of stream, and then the rest of the month we're going to be taking for Ravenloft Misfits because we don't want to delay the train too much. I know that we've already delayed it quite a lot, so we're just going to keep going right after next week, but please make sure to follow us, subscribe to the channel, participate in chat, and if you're watching the recording, thank you. Please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And if you're listening to the podcast, please consider rating the channel and leaving us a review on whatever podcast app you're using and all that stuff. I saw that, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm trying. Can't get the captions to work. I got it to work, and then as soon as I put the map layer on top of it, it's gone again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you might be. I think I know what it is.
I'm not minimizing it, so it's the
Is
weird.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and figure it out.
It wouldn't be an episode of Talking XP if we didn't have any problems.
It is what it is.
Keeping it
We're
on
gonna
brand.
Keep going.
Come for the D&D, stay for the technical comedy.
Yeah, we want to take our time to thank our sponsors of the campaign, first of which is Roll20. We want to thank Roll20 for sponsoring the show. If you guys want to check out Roll20, we're going to have a link in the chat in the episode description. They're a great way to get together online with friends when you are not in the same state, nor even the same continent altogether. Well, I guess continent is a strong word because Puerto Rico and we're technically in the same area. But anyways, if you want to get together with people that literally can't in person, Roll20 is a great way to do that. So check out the link. And we also want to thank Sirenscape for such an awesome app. We have been using it ever since session 1, and we've been using it for our one-shots and all that stuff. It's great, versatile, and super easy to use. Check out the link in the description and the chat for a direct link to Sirenscape. So, with that aside, recap.
Boy, the big one.
We have been out for a while, so let's get a good old recap of, first off, episode 15, and then just a general few reminders. So episode 15, the young Vistana, after bringing Bluto and what you found to be a young Vistani woman, or not woman, child, girl, Arabelle, brought them back to shore. You found out that Bluto was attempting to sacrifice this girl to bring luck to himself to catch fish. But after some discussion, you followed Arabelle back to the Vistani tent or Vistani camp that was just southwest of the city of Vallaki. On the way, Bluto had yelled out to the gate guards to come and help, and after a tense discussion, the guards allowed you to pass under the assumption that Bluto would come back alive. While traveling through the later half of the forest, you were then attacked by the same werewolf that you had seen the night of arriving to Vallaki that was suggested to leave. And you made easy work of them. They didn't pose any match for the Misfits. Then you finally came to the clearing that Bluto had kidnapped Arabelle, finding the blood that had came from when Bluto had hit the young child Alexi, that you had later learned after making your way finally to the Vistani camp. You were introduced to Arabelle's father, Lavash, and also her uncle, Arigel. Her father scooped her up as happy as can be, and Arigel left to gather the rest of the Vistani. You then discussed every piece of information that you could get from these people about Strahd. Then you went to Casimir and began talking about... Sorry, Casimir began talking about what he knew of Strahd. Casimir told you that Tatiana was also a red-haired woman that Strahd had fallen for. However, he stated that she was betrothed to Strahd's brother, Sergei, and the night before the wedding, Strahd had killed his brother, drank his blood, and became the vampire that he is today. But before he could take Tatiana for himself, she had jumped off the castle's grounds and down to the river below, never to be seen again. So, Casimir believes that Ireena is possibly a reincarnation of this woman, and Strahd is obsessed with getting to her. But after all of that, you then return to the tent to gather Bluto after actually scaring the shit out of him. And you began making your way back to the western gates of Vallaki. I also want to remind you all that as you all were in Vallaki, you had still had the bones that you had to regroup on. You had the investigation into Miroslav. You had the Bluto's shop. You still haven't even seen the Burgomaster, but there are so many things to do with the Festival of the Blazing Sun being tomorrow. So as you begin to make your way towards the gate of Vallaki, it is noon, and what would you all like to do?
Well, I believe, did we make it? We didn't make it back to town yet, correct?
No, you're pretty much approaching at this point.
Approaching the gate, got you. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I want to remind you all that Johans, you had traded a book of lore for a book of lore, which you were then given a book about the history of Barovia.
Yes.
So that is also something that happened.
That was so good.
So you all begin making your way with Bluto in tow and the Vistani camp behind you. So, what would you all like to do?
I mean, walk towards the gate to definitely
Okay.
just walk inside.
Sounds good. It is. All right. So, you come to the western gates and you see the guards have changed. It seems that there had been some sort of shift change, and when you come into view of the gates, you see the guards looking out, and you begin to see this female guard that looks over towards the other ones, looks back towards your group. You see her silently say something and pull out a coin purse, and you see as a bunch of the guards begin swapping coins, betting on whether or not Bluto would have made his way back. And as you approach the gates, you see the woman seeming to be the, captain of this gate, looks towards all of you and says, well, I had big money saying that he wouldn't make it back, so I don't know if I should be excited or disappointed to see him, but oh well. The previous patrol told us what happened. We'll take him to the courthouse, and you lot can be on your way then. And the gates begin to open up towards you all, or actually no, they're already open because it's the daytime. So
just take it as a sign of
just catch you.
Good faith from the Vistani people.
Sure. And then you see Bluto, you hand Bluto over, who begins to make his way towards the gate, looking to you in this look of desperation, but also knowing that there is no help that's going to come from anybody. So he just kind of accepts.
What did the previous guards tell you?
Well, they said that Bluto, the town drunk, was getting into trouble. Something about kidnapping. Something about the Vistani. Other than that, they just said that he needs to come back alive.
Yes, he kidnapped one child and attempted to drown her, and he also beat one child over the head. Bloodied them pretty badly.
I see. Well, Bluto, shall we see what the Baron has to say about your crimes? And you see Bluto just wide-eyed. Yes, exactly. I would keep my mouth shut if I were you. Well, thank you all. We will be taking him away. You two, go ahead and take him to the courthouse. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Johans is gonna approach the guards that are taking Bluto, and he's gonna produce three copper pieces and hand them over. And he's gonna say, "These were in his possession when we caught him trying to kill the child. I figured it would be best if you dispose of it as you will."
Noted. And they put it in their pocket. And they begin making their way and walking away.
Jesus.
So,
as Johans looks back towards the group, you see Grim giving you like a approving nod.
He's actually just looking at the floor, hands in pocket.
Fuck yeah.
That's fine.
He's like
Luigi, like on a Super Smash where he's like...
Oh my god.
Well, for the audience then, Grim gives Johans an approving nod.
There's a little up in the corner.
Jones doesn't know it.
That gif? The gif of the
Grim
dude with
will
the
remember
beard
that.
where it like zooms in on him and he's like... That's it. It's just Grim.
Up in the corner. It's like,
No,
Grim
not
approves.
exactly that.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a lot less.
Yeah, Grim will remember that.
No, it's the one where like the guy...
It's definitely not that.
I know that.
Anyways.
There's many bearded gifts out there.
Don't worry about it, audio listeners. You know what we're talking
now
about.
Have the day ahead of you. It is noon. What would you all like to do as you enter through the western gates? Let me know where you want to go, and I can describe. What's up?
Oh,
What's up,
I was
Sabrina?
wondering if we ever went to Rictavio after
not.
this morning.
No. Yeah, because
It's still the same day.
I imagine that you guys probably woke up at around like 8-ish because of the late night that you guys had.
Early start.
And yeah. And then 9 o'clock is about the time that you had left because of all the conversation. Then you had gone to go see Bluto after the guards and all that stuff conversation. Then it took about like an hour to travel all the way to the Vistani camp and then back and all that good stuff. So it's about noon now, which it is no longer in that breakfast time period. So Rictavio is possibly there, possibly not. You'll have to find out.
The orphanage is on the way there too, right?
Correct, yes. There is the orphanage, which will be on your right, and then there will be almost immediately after the church as well. Before you go to the Blue Water Inn is what I'm assuming you're talking about on the way to, or are you talking about to Rictavio's carnival wagon?
Yeah, that's what, because from what I remember, it's like orphanage, church, in Rictavio.
The main
further,
road
right?
from west down to the southeast where you guys had come in the first, that is the main road that kind of circles around everything. Coming from the west, you would hit the orphanage, then you would hit the church, then you would hit the Blue Water Inn, and then if you were to take that left after the Blue Water Inn, that would be Wachter House. If you were to continue down the main road down to the southeast, you would then hit the stockyard, which you had passed the first time that you had entered.
Gotcha.
Where you guys had seen the carnival wagon.
I suggest we visit the orphanage first, since we're on the way. Check in on
Milovic?
Milovaj?
Yes, Milo.
Millhouse?
Milden.
Mildred.
Milovaj.
Milk.
Milk.
Johans, are you having a stroke?
Milk.
Milston?
I know you say you dislike children, but
What's the fuck? No, this is
it was
me. I don't
Milovaj.
remember. Oh, got it.
It was Milovaj. I
Johan
have
said
it in my
right
journal.
Immediately. It is my confidence, is not his.
Of course. So, you all begin to make your way towards the Blue Water Inn then?
I'm gonna go run
Or
some
not the Blue Water
errands.
Inn, sorry, the orphanage. Said that wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run a couple errands. I'll meet up with you later. I'm gonna tear off.
I'll come with you. that we were not splitting up the entire party. Unless you don't want me to be there.
It's nothing interesting, but sure, go ahead if you want.
I just don't want to split everything up, you know.
Okay.
I'll come with you.
Sure. Take Luna.
Okay.
I'm not going at the. All right. Party. And I'm like, I'm still hulking around this big iron chest, so I wander off with that.
Oh shit! Here, let me get one of the
No,
other handles.
Okay, sure.
I completely forgot about the chest too.
Yep.
I just imagine Katya just hello.
Literally the entire way back, I'm just like,
oh, I love it. Okay, so let's go with.
Your call.
Let's go with the orphanage. Go with the orphanage first.
Duh.
So, you all make your way to the orphanage. Let's see. Open up my handout for that.
I'll go with Katya too. If Katya's
We got half and half.
I think so.
Blaire,
yeah.
Ireena,
Plus an owl.
Johans. Yeah. You're good.
The
This
three
half
who
is
shouldn't be trusted alone.
So, as you all leave the western gates, you begin to see that the town is in a bit of a bustling state. With the festival tomorrow, you see that people are carrying large tables, bundles of wicker baskets, prepared foods, and other sorts of items that you would see at a festival. Continuing down the road, you come to the orphanage where you see a few children playing outside, and you spot Jesper playing in the dirt with a small doll, and he looks up. He gets up and goes through the window. Miss Belasco, they're here. And he turns back. Hey, everybody, he woke up. Milovajo woke up.
Ooh.
And he comes to the front door where you see then a hurried Miss Belasco opening the door. Oh, great. You're here. Your owl was no longer there. I don't know what happened.
I took her. She came with us.
Oh,
She's
okay.
safe.
I didn't have a way to contact you, so I'm glad you're here. Here, come. And you were then ushered into the orphanage.
Yeah.
As you enter the orphanage, you see all of the kids are playing around, and then immediately when you enter, they all go silent, kind of looking. And they begin following you inside, where Miss Belasco makes it to the door, knocks, and you hear a very weak, come inside, on the inside. Door then opens, showing Milovaj attempting to stand out of bed, but just before he stands completely, he begins to fall down, which Miss Belasco, with pretty quick speed for her age, catches him and brings him back to the bedside, sits him down. Milovaj, there's no need to push yourself. The children are fine. We have enough gold to keep us going for quite a while. Please, just allow yourself to rest. He looks up at her. What do you mean, enough gold? From where? Then Miss Belasco turns to each of you and says, these are the people that I was talking to you about. They saved your life and the rest of the orphanage from the ghost. But they came with questions, so if you're feeling up to it. Milovaj just takes a minute. What could I possibly help you all with? And you see his very skinny frame. He's like 19 years old, black hair that's shaggy at this point because of how long he's been in bed. But he looks tired, with bags under his eyes towards each of you. How can I help?
Well,
it just occurred to me, Joel, that the party that is here is not the party that talked to the priest.
Ireena is.
Oh yeah, Ireena was there.
Yeah.
take the lead.
Did not think of that.
Everybody's just like,
Yeah, Johan just kind of climbs onto the desk and sits
But
on the edge.
I'm pretty
of it
sure
and just
everybody
looks at
talked
Ireena.
about.
Yeah,
Everybody
all,
talked about like.
Yeah, we
the
would
We
have
would have
being a
shared
thing.
information,
yeah,
I'm
we
sure.
we shared
we?
information. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because I mean, there was like no other reason for anybody to be like hyper focused on this kid.
We've had like a dinner and a breakfast to talk this over, so
Well,
I just
I'm sure we would have.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The floor is yours.
All right. Milivosh, how are you doing?
My stomach hurts. My throat hurts. I have a slight memory of ingesting something that I feel like I must have vomited, but I'm okay, all things considered. Thank you to each of you for what you did to help us. I do appreciate it.
Of course. Is there anything else you remember? About the church, possibly?
I had dug up the locket. I know that was what Miss Belasco said. Something about the locket was feeding the ghost or something like that.
Do you know anything about any bones?
You see his eyes kind of go a little wide and then like immediately go back. Yes. Yes. Who told you?
Well, we are here to help, and that's what we are aiming to do, so... We need you to help us so that we can help you.
What do you need from me?
We need you to tell us whatever you know about why you got those bones. Did somebody ask you to do this? What happened?
Yes. The coffin maker, Henrik van der Voort. I'm not sure why he needed it, but I didn't ask. He seemed dead set on getting them. At first I told him no, but then he said that he would pay me 25 gold pieces, and I couldn't not give,
Of course.
Yes. Especially to know how much good it could do here. I couldn't let that kind of money go.
It's understandable. It sounds like, if anything, perhaps he took advantage of the situation. But anything you can tell us to help will be greatly appreciated.
You're trying to get them back?
Yes.
See.
We want to help right the wrong. And I'm sure you would want to help us as well, yes?
I didn't know that they were so important, so at least, I don't know if Father Lucian knows, but he's just... If you see him, please tell me that I'm sorry. But as far as where they might be, I have no idea, but with Henrik, I had only ever met him in the graveyard at night, so that we didn't cause any suspicion.
I see.
I think he was going to bring them back to his shop in the stockyard.
In the stockyard, okay.
That would be the first place that I would look.
Okay, so I am sure that forgiveness for you will be found easily, given the circumstances of the situation, and also you're helping us, so
sure.
Try not to be so hard on yourself.
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of nods. Looks down.
She kind of like gives him a like a comforting kind of like pat on the shoulder. Looks to the rest of the group.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Maybe my friends, if they have any questions, if you could be so kind to... She looks at the rest of the group like, this is pretty good. But if you guys have anything...
I think you covered everything. We're looking for this coffin guy.
Yes, he's... If you go to the stockyard, he's the one on the furthest west. You can't miss it. He has a sign that looks like a coffin.
Classic.
What does he look like, this gentleman?
That's a good question. I didn't get a great look at him. I had only met him once. And it was always at night. Well, not once, but once before. Mm. It was always at night, but he's... From under the hood, what I could see was a really long white beard, and he was heavily wrinkled. His cheekbones came out a lot. Kind of looked like he was sick, almost, and his clothes were often tattered.
It was grim from the future.
That's about all I could tell you.
When did he approach you and ask you?
Oh, that was... To be completely honest, with me being asleep, taken, possessed, I don't know, for so long, I don't really have a good sense of timing, but Miss Belasco, how long was I? She was, I believe you were out for, 2 weeks? So then, by the time that I found the locket, it was already maybe 3 weeks before that. So it was over a month ago.
Did we have, I don't know if this was ever found out in the past. Was the locket found with the bones? Do we know when the locket was found? I'm pretty sure we destroyed the locket, right?
The bones were not found with the locket, no. There was a grave that you had opened or like dug into, but that was the caretaker's grave because Miss Belasco had thought that the locket was hers, so she buried it with her.
Right, so
You did not find the bones at the same time.
But do we know that the locket and the bones were found at the same time? Is that a question I should ask?
They were not found at the same time. He was saying that he had found the locket about at that time that he had come back to the orphanage, and then 3 weeks before is when the bones happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry if that wasn't clear.
It probably was, but it's been a long time.
It's okay. I also did not understand very well what it means.
So, 2 weeks ago, Milovaj knocked out, got possessed. That's when he found the locket. 3 weeks before that is when he had been approached about the bones. So in total, 5 weeks ago.
So bones, possession, then locket.
Bones, locket, then possession. Because the locket is what caused the possession.
Got it. No further questions.
No further questions, Your Honor. Rest of the case.
Objection.
You may approach the bench. So, any other questions? My wonderful legal team.
Ireena, how comes you got old when you were possessed, but he didn't get old?
Wait, what?
I wasn't. I don't think that I was possessed. I think it more like it did something to me, like it cursed me or something in some way.
Scattered her so good.
Yes.
That she got olded. Not that I'm there, but you got olded from being scared.
I imagine I would know. I imagine because like I read about it in the book.
You got like
so.
a natural 20 on knowing ghost shit.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you knew like that was
Yeah.
100% like a magical effect from just the terrifying visage of that ghost.
Yes, it
had apparated itself into, it was like a Boggart from Harry Potter. It basically turned it into your deepest nightmare,
which is being old, I guess.
Which I guess is being old at this point now. I mean that was a traumatic experience for sure.
It really was. Yeah. So
well, Milk of Veg, you should cherish your youth.
oh, absolutely.
Johannes?
I have a question. Just a single one. Did he ever mention what he wanted the bones for?
No, he kind of kept it to himself. He
Did he ever seem to do some things that seemed unnatural? Even supernatural?
Henrik, no, he would walk with a limp. He didn't seem to be supernatural. Why?
That's good to know. He has a weakness. We can knock him down pretty easily.
Kick him in the knees.
If it needs to.
Is it that dire?
Has he come to you for stuff before? Or is this like the first time?
This was the first time I had ever met him. Other than I dig graves, so there was one time where I had met him before when he brought over a few, coffins. Sorry, he makes coffins and I dig graves. He brought a few coffins over at one point because there was a sickness that kind of went rampant a while ago, but anyways. I had only met him once before and then he approached about the bones. That had been the second time I had met him.
It is not my experience that people dig out bones for good deeds.
I know. You kind of see him kind of take that to heart, as if it's something that he had been telling himself already. He just looks down to the ground.
I'm gonna walk up to him and put a hand on his knee since I can't reach his shoulder.
He's sitting on the bed. So you can reach the shoulder.
Can he? How tall is the bed?
Fair. Yeah, how tall is the bed? How tall is he?
You could reach the shoulder.
He's on his tippy toes.
It'll be like a little bit of a reach, but you can definitely reach it.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and just say, don't blame yourself for the crimes of others. It is often the kindest of hearts who are taken advantage of by the evil ones. We'll figure out what's going on and make sure that it doesn't come back to bite you.
Sorry that you have to fight my battle and fix my mistake.
Well, you're going to have to protect my children, so I think we're even.
You have children here.
And don't tell them I said that, but technically, yes.
Who are they? What's their names?
Freck, Yesef, and Myrtle. They're newer. You haven't met them, I'm sure.
I'm sure I'll get to know them very well.
Good. I suggest you watch Freck. He's adept for magic. He might be more trouble down the line. I taught him a little bit.
Okay. Well. Thank you all again for. I appreciate it.
Rest. The kids are going to need you, and they need you to be healthy. I think it's time we take our leave. Unless anyone else has any other questions.
You see Miss Belasco. All right. Well, I'll take you out to the front and let me know if there is anything that I can do to help. Milovac, please listen to him. Take some rest. It is okay. We will be fine on money. And so you are then ushered to the front of the orphanage where you see, like, as you open the door, there's a bunch of kids that kind of like fall back from the door as they were all eavesdropping on what was happening. And they're all just like acting like they weren't. But Miss Belasco just, I know that everybody wasn't listening to our private conversation and was playing on their own. And like, as she's saying that, they're all scattering. Well, he takes you to the front door, opens it. I wanted to apologize again for how I acted when you first arrived. It is difficult to trust here, but I think that we are going to be okay now with everything that you've done, so I appreciate it. We did not deserve it, but I appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything else that we can help with. So, you take your leave from the orphanage, and that's when we switch over to Katya, Grim, Ismark.
And Luna.
That's it.
And Luna.
And Luna, yeah.
And Luna.
And Luna.
You,
And
and
that's
Luna.
just chilling.
And Luna.
Is Luna flying around, or is Luna perched on somebody's shoulder?
She's perched on Ismark's shoulder.
Sure. He's
She's
just
nibbling
kind of
on
like
his
his
ear
head
from
is
time
as
to time.
far away from Luna as possible. Just like I as you guys are
she's trying to cuddle with his neck. She's like,
Okay, so then he's trying to get away from Luna, but Luna is just nuzzling right in there.
she gets close. He moves further. She gets close. She moves.
Oh my god. I love that.
As you three are walking away, he just awkwardly, I don't know if I'm supposed to nuzzle next to, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with an owl. Does anybody know how to take care of an owl?
I wouldn't know how to deal with a normal owl, but I think the familiar is friendly enough. I don't think she's going to bite you. Johans would not allow that, right?
I mean,
Yes. Okay.
well, Luna has bitten him before, right? I feel
Bitten
like the first time
Ismark?
they met. I think so. The first time they met,
maybe the
I'm
first
remembering.
time.
It was like
Well,
a nibble.
you know, a lot of character growth since then. Like,
I will
I
just.
don't know.
Where are we going, Katya?
Did either of you see a general store or a blacksmith anywhere around here?
Do a
black.
perception, I guess.
You want us both to do it, or
That's fine. Sure.
All right, sure.
Based off of your guys' travel.
19 and
Ooh.
20?
20 for the top.
Good.
You did see a general store, but it was like very briefly. When you guys were going down the main road, passing the stockyard, there was a branch that went down into what seemed to be the town square, and that's where you like really briefly, and this is only because you got a 19 and a 20. At night, it was really hard to see, but you did see something that looked to be some sort of a store.
I think if we just keep going down this road, I think if we hit the town square on the way to the inn, I think there's one over there.
Town square is different from the inn. The inn is more north, whereas the town square is.
I'm saying, but
like
if we go down this road on our way to the inn, like we're gonna hit the town square. So.
No, not this one. You'll hit the Blue Water Inn before you hit the town square, but it is on the way to the stockyard. You can make your like a little roundabout way instead of going on the main road. You can kind of go down to the town square instead.
That way works. Let's head to the town square.
Okay. So, you all begin to make your way towards the town square. You pass by the church, and then you come to the Blue Water Inn, whereas you see a sign at the corner there that says Town Square this way. Just next to it, you see a large poster-sized sign that says, "Come one, come all to the greatest festival of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun."
I make sure to like smile a little more.
Sure. All of the people that are rushing past you with all of the decor and other festival items also have the whitest, creepiest smile that you have seen. But you make your way down this road and you come to the town square of Vallaki. Let me open up the notes for this. One sec. There we go. Okay. So, here you see there are shops and homes that enclose this town square, and they are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. You see a lot of people that are repotting such flowers, but there are so many to get through. It is almost like a task that is impossible for the 2 people that are going by. At the northern end of the square, you see a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads that you had seen before. The one person on the side of the road that was crying and then swiftly placed into one of these. At the center of the square, you see people in patchwork clothes that eye you all suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain, and standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations, "Come one, come all, the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendants and children required, rain or shine, all will be well, the Baron." So, as you come into here, you see one of these buildings seems to be some sort of a general store of sorts, and you would like to enter it?
There it is, Katya.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. I hand Grim the other handle of the chest. Can you just hold this for a second? I'll be right back. Do you need anything? Does anybody need anything? I'm just gonna pop in really fast. You good?
I think I'm fine.
Is Mark, you're good?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, great. I'll hand him the thing. Head in there.
Okay.
Oh my
Real
god.
fast.
Okay, so you come to the very tattered sign that proclaims this shop to be the Dusk Light Supply Shop. As you enter, you see an older woman that is crouched over and putting bits and pieces onto shelves, and as you open the door, the bell rings and she turns. Hello.
Well,
I haven't
hello,
seen
madam.
you before.
No,
How can
just-
I help you?
I just need a few leather purses.
Bags. I have 2 for 2 gold pieces each.
Shit. I need 5. Do you know what I could get? A few more?
Let's see. I have. I have baskets. I could give you 4 of them. 4 silver pieces.
No,
It
no.
will come in handy for the festival that is tomorrow.
Yeah. How big are the bags?
Pulls it out. It's just like what you
Like
would
a
imagine
sack.
a picnic basket to be. Yeah.
No, I mean the bags.
I
The
do have-
purses.
Small sacks of the purses. Yes.
Yeah.
Here, 1 second, and you see
Okay.
her begin to slowly walk over towards the
Just
counter, ducks beneath, and pulls out these 2 bags that are about backpack sized,
Okay.
pretty big totes.
Okay. Can I?
I do have sacks too, and she brings out these small tote sacks that are
Perfect.
like a vegetable bag, that you get at the grocery store, about that
Right.
size.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the 2 purses. 3 of those bags, please.
Okay. 4 gold, and you said 3 of these. 3 copper for them, so 4 gold, 3 copper.
Great. I just pay her. Easy as that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, madam.
Of course.
Enjoy the festival. Bye-bye.
Oh, you too.
Yes.
I hear it's going to be a great one. The greatest one of the year, I hear. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. And I'll come back out. And then, if I remember right, Johan spent his cut of the gold in the chest on paper, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to take the time to put 108 gold pieces in each of these sacks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hand one to Ismark and Grim and say, here you go. Here's your cut.
Oh, Ismark says, no, I do not need the gold. I am going to pay each of you my share. So please put my share in each other's gold pouches.
For fuck's sake, I wish you would have told me that before I did all the math.
I didn't know that it was going to be an issue. I'm sorry.
Alright, no, it's fine. I just wish I wouldn't have bought this. It's fine. Okay, so I take his out, and then there's 4 sacks.
Right there.
Recount it.
1, 2.
With 130 in each.
I imagine Katya had to count it all in front of him too.
Yeah, and I was just like,
At the end of it, there's like this TikTok that went around of like this woman running across a bridge that is gonna lift, like the bells are going off, and she's running across the bridge that's about to lift, and she's like, "Don't you fucking lift it!" And then she gets to the very end, and then the guy's like, "No need to run, ma'am." Like the very end, and then he finally says something. It's so great.
Yeah,
so
I
great.
meticulously put it out in 5. He says, "Oh no, none for me, thanks." And then I take it all out, put 130 in 4 bags. I hand Grim his cut. I'm holding the rest of it. Now then,
you see as Grim takes his cut and just dumps it into the bag of holding.
that's fine. That's honestly not my problem. Okay, now I want to go over to the blacksmith, please.
Okay. I don't know if there's a blacksmith here, but we can try and look around.
Yeah, surely there must be one around here.
I go inside the general store, and it's like,
Okay,
hey,
yeah.
ma'am, can you? My friend just came in here and purchased a couple bags from you. We're wondering if there is a blacksmith here in Vallaki.
Blacksmith, yes. There is one. You go down.
Me and his marker
you go
just
south on this road from the town square. You go south, and then there's a blacksmith at the bottom of that road before it starts to go north. It's like a little loop.
Thank you. I think that's enough information. I'm gonna walk down that road.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna buy anything. Okay.
My friend bought some stuff. Thank you.
that. I see. Have a great day.
I'm just saying, like, he comes out and you just hear him go, like, every self-respecting town has a blacksmith. How can you not have a... There's got to be one around here somewhere.
Hey, Katya, we want to go down this way and then hang a left and then, we want to go south and not north. That's the
perfect.
Very instructional instruction.
I think what you're
instructed
supposed to say was
And then
yeah. What was that like?
So
Glad you came with him.
third episode.
Thank you. We go down.
So you all begin making your way towards the shop, the blacksmith, rather. Let me open up that.
So now,
Interesting.
before we get there, I have a couple questions
Okay.
to you, Jonny.
Yes.
Is, in general, like in this world that you've painted for us, is silver effective against werewolves? Is that a thing that's generally known, and would Katya know that?
Go ahead and do a history or arcana.
Okay.
Either one.
Let me
right,
see
you guys are
what
outside
either of those.
The
Nope, not
orphanage,
good.
So we're gonna do
Both bad. So try it.
15.
All right, not bad.
While we're on the nature of questions as well, Ziggy had a question earlier if guns are existing at all.
Another good question.
I would not have it naturally occurring in this world. However, if somebody were to play a gunslinger, I would act as if it's like a Percy thing where he was the first person to create it, and that's like the thing.
That makes sense. Like it's their thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I would treat
That's
it like
cool.
that rather than like a black powder thing going around and all that.
Finds a blacksmith and makes gun blade.
So you come to this blacksmith and you see this
Sorry.
strange contraption hanging from.
Snatch that shit up.
So with a 15, you know that. Let me double check and make sure first. Because I'm pretty sure that's a yes.
Okay. Because, like, if me to you rolls aside, if that's
Yes.
not even a thing at all, we don't. Okay, it is a thing.
It is a thing.
So,
Um,
then how much of that does
one of the
Katya
things
understand?
one of the things that you noticed while fighting these werewolves was that regular weapons didn't seem to be doing much.
Yeah.
As you were fighting, it seemed like their skin was extremely tough, and not only that, when you would attack them, their skin would start to like slowly close in and like regenerate. Not enough to where it was like an issue during the battle, but enough to where it was like, that's not as effective.
There's a hindrance. Yeah. I also feel like this is a type of thing that might have come up in my like studies,
Right.
that type of thing.
Which is where I was going to
Which is why I was
With
asking.
the wealth of knowledge that you had access to growing up, you do recall a discussion about werewolves where silver is not extremely effective, but it is better than steel. It seems to cut through enough to where it deals the strikes that you would expect it to
Okay.
with a steel weapon.
Cool.
So, with that being said,
Yeah.
any other questions before we go to the blacksmith?
Now good to go.
Cool. Okay, so you continue south down this road as the old woman said, and you come to this stand where you hear the beating of a hammer on an anvil, and you see a young human man that is just pounding into this piece of steel, making what you would imagine to be a sword. And as you approach, they look up from their work and kind of eye each of you.
Hello. Could I bother you for a moment?
Hello? Sure. He puts it in the water. How can I help you?
Well, first off, I was wondering if you'd like to take this big box of iron off our hands. I'll like, kind of hold it up to him. We don't really have any use for it. Thought you might like the extra metal.
What's the catch?
No. I don't know.
I don't want it. Thank you. He
What's,
pulls the sword out, puts it back in the forge.
I don't know, like a couple... I really don't want, and maybe a couple, like, copper? I don't know what it's worth. I don't want to carry it around all day.
I just have trouble accepting things that are free from people. It's
okay. Do you want
usually,
Tell you what. Either the cost of the iron or a little bit off what I'm going to ask for next.
now we're talking. And he pulls out the sword, puts it on the anvil. What are you thinking? And begins. Ting, ting.
We've run into some dangerous folk outside the walls, and I was hoping for some silver weaponry to deal with them a little better.
Hey, I do have something for that. Here, give me 1 second. He continues hitting this for about a minute, just looking up.
Tink, tink.
Puts it back in the water.
Good Foley work, Ryan.
All right, give me just a minute.
Take
And
your
he goes
time.
inside of this small hut that's just there. And soon he comes out and he has a few daggers in his hands. And he says, these daggers are made of silver. I haven't made anything big enough. And he points over to your longsword.
Right.
For that, but
I wasn't quite hoping for this big. I didn't think that was possible, but a dagger would be useful.
I have 3.
How much each?
Well, seeing that they're specially made, 10 gold each.
Do you have any leftover silver to make some bolts?
Bolts, as in crossbow bolts. What kind of crossbow do you shoot?
I pull out my hand and then I turn and I've got a heavy strapped to my back.
I see. Well, let's see.
Either or.
In a usual order of 20 bolts
Sounds good to me.
for each. We'll call that 10 and 5. 5 for the hand, 10 for the heavy crossbow.
And then 5, 15, 45 gold. Sounds like a good deal to me. Knock a gold off for the
And-
box.
I'll knock the 5, even 40.
Deal.
I could use a box. I was actually looking for a chest recently, so.
Well, how fortuitous. Do you want it? I don't know. What can I put it away for you, or?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Sure,
And he
I'll
hands
hand
you
it
over
over.
the daggers, grabs the chest, brings it inside.
And then I pull out-
matter of
I pull out 40 gold from my cut and
perfect.
hand it
He
over.
takes it, places it onto the anvil. And 40, cool. Well, you over there, do you want anything?
Me?
Looking to Grim. You don't look like you usually use anything.
No, I'm
Looks
not
like you're the
really.
shield. Do you want something better?
I mean, if you have something, I guess. If you can do something. I'm not really much of a fighter. Yeah, I mean, you're really astute about that.
I can get you something that, I don't know. That one seems to be more of decor. I can just get you a regular shield that won't break in the battle.
I mean, yeah, that would be good.
10 gold?
It was a gift.
And Ismark comes up to you. This is, I assure you, this is not a decorative shield. This is a shield that was tried in battle.
I mean, it's worked for me pretty well so far. I mean, if you
I mean, no offense. If it works for you, then that is fine. I was only seeing if there was anything else that I could get you for protecting yourself. If you need armor, anything.
No, I mean, I think I'm okay. But thank you.
Okay.
Ismark, anything for you?
I'm good. Thank you. Just like keeps looking over to Luna. Thank you.
All right. Well, pleasure. I'll come back for the bolts.
Maybe tomorrow, midday.
Will do.
I can get it done.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you for your patronage. And he takes the sword out, puts it in the forge again.
And then I'm
What
done here, so
kind of sword are
head
you
out.
making there?
Run of the mill sword. It's for the Blackened Guard. Begins pinging onto it.
Clang,
Why are you looking for one?
cling.
Here, I got it, so you can talk. Cling,
No, I think.
cling.
No, I'm just curious. Is it a long sword that you had there?
Yeah, it's a long sword.
Nice.
For the more better guards.
Where do
The other ones use short swords. I have those as well if you need it.
where do you get all your metal that you use to smelt and stuff?
Most of the time it's from the Vistani. Typically they come in trade. That's where most of the iron comes from. Seeing that we don't have very many mines here, if any at
Sure.
all. I don't know of any. And it's usually from outside of Barovia,
That's cool that you have that partnership there. Didn't
which
seem
is
like
one of
most-
the reasons why I didn't take your friend's chest, because anything free is a bit of a trick.
Well, I'm also
in my
sure it
book.
looks
That's
like
why I
the
brought it
Vistani
here. I
one.
knew
You can
you'd
even
be
see the
low
little
on metal.
inscription on it that it has the yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
But
But you don't look like Vistani to me, and it seems like
No,
you're
th-
good to your word, so
yeah, this was just a gift from the Vistani. So
they are good people. I
Oh yeah.
don't quite follow what everybody else says, because, I mean, I have most of the experience with them. It's just a few of them sometimes they try to pull a fast one on people. They really lean into that
I understand. You have to be
devil
careful out here.
spy. Yeah.
Look out for your own.
If they ever try to sell you potions to get through the mist, tell them no. It's a bunch of shit. And that's
Good to
from
know. I would
personal
have fallen for
experience.
that.
did the potions do anything else though? That's the question.
I don't know. I mean, they get potions from outside of Barovia. I don't know what they do, but I know that they tend to have some like water dye in there to make it look like it's all misty and say that you can go through the mist. I
What happened when you drank yours?
I didn't drink it.
Oh.
I had a partner, and he was my mentor, and he had enough of this land, and well, let's just say that the screams were enough for me to know that it was fake.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
Oh, my. Well, thank you for the warning.
of course.
Certainly won't
And
make
thank you
that
for
mistake.
the beautiful chest. It is actually a really nice chest. I went inside and I opened it
It
while
is-
we were talking.
It is
and
quite nice. It's just
a
a
great
little,
chest.
cumbersome
it's a
for
great
our
one.
line of work. It's nice,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Well,
All right.
anything
Pulls
else?
the
I think
sword out.
we'll
It's in
let
the
you
forge.
get back to your work. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Good day.
Yeah, and if you need anything else, if you have any friends, send them my way. I can give them whatever they need.
Will do.
Pulls the sword out, begins banging on it. As you guys begin to walk
Bang.
away, it starts to fade. In the background.
That's
So-
the type of realism you're not going to get on other podcasts.
Absolutely. What do you?
All
What do
sound
you
effects
two,
will be added to Siren Scrape
Right.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What are you three going to be doing? Well, you two, and then Ismark. What are you guys going to be doing now?
So what
Now
are we doing
I'm-
now, Katya? Are we heading back to the inn? Or are we gonna try to go see
That might be a good idea since
meet up
That
with
was
everybody
really all
else?
I came out here for. I just wanted... They told us there was more of those werewolves out there, so I just wanted to be a little more prepared and
That's
also
a good
not
idea.
not carry around that chest anymore. It was getting a bit cumbersome.
Yeah, my shoulder is a little
Yeah,
sore now.
yeah, it's nice
I'm
not
going to
having
feel
that anymore. But I am done out here. We can go back to the inn.
So, you all begin making your way back to the end and shift back over to the orphanage team. What is Johans, Ireena, and Blaire going to do as you leave the orphanage with the information in hand? What would you like to do? Or in mind, I guess.
On one hand, we can go talk to the coffin guy. On the other hand, we can get our friends and have numbers and go talk to the coffin guy.
But if I told you that we can do both at the same time?
That
Explain.
would be wonderful.
Well, you see, I have these thing called magic. It lets me. I have one of the many things I've been learning allows me to communicate with people from afar, further than usual. I can let them know where we're going, have them meet us at our destination.
That
Then we
would,
can go to the coffee.
that would
Luna
be
just
great. They
opens
can
its
meet-
mouth and talks. It's gonna scare the shit out of all three.
They can just meet us at the stockyard, and then we can.
I like it.
That is what I was thinking, yes. Sounds good.
That's a great idea.
Oh, we're like right there.
All right. Then I'm going to cast Sending for the first
Okay.
time.
Let's go.
I'm gonna send it to Ismark.
Okay.
I'm gonna say before I start wasting my words. We're going to the stockyard on the west side of town,
Yes. Or no, the east side.
east side. Gotcha. I'm gonna tell him. Milivange woke up. We are going to the stockyard to talk to Bone Thief. All the way east. Meet us there. Follow Una?
And you just hear like Ismark like stops as you guys are walking towards the inn. Guys.
I just.
Do you hear that?
I like.
What?
Hear what? Are
And
you okay?
See Luna's eyes are glowing in like a nice icy white.
I've got like my hand on my sword ready to draw it. Like I'm.
Do you hear Johan's voice?
No.
No.
You okay?
He's saying
Yeah, he doesn't know that he can.
he's
find
saying that stockyard
Question mark?
Bones. We need to meet him there, And this is Johans.
Okay.
I imagine this is what you're hearing as your response back. Like he's like just repeating it.
Makes perfect sense.
It's perfect.
And, yeah, we were supposed to meet him over there.
Are you sure this is Johans and not some sort of evil
shit.
trick?
Well, he said to follow Luna, and I imagine that's when.
Okay.
begins
If it's,
fly-
I guess we can trust Luna.
well, is Luna flying to you towards the orphanage or
Oh, towards
No,
the
flying to
dockyard.
the stockyards?
To our destination.
Sure. So then, okay, Luna is making their way to the stockyard.
Oh wow, this is
and
real
you-
far.
So you all begin to make your way down that main road until you finally all regroup just outside of the stockyard.
We've been waiting here forever, guys.
It's been about like maybe 10 minutes. Yeah. Let's see. How far?
I'm just kidding.
Or
When you
is
guys called, we were right here, so it's
Yeah,
convenient.
we were already over on this side of town. That was convenient.
Your way over. It's about a mile for from all the way down to the orphanage, so it's almost a mile.
Dang.
And then for you guys, it
We
would have
power
been
walked.
yeah, power walked. I love it. For you guys, it would have been about a half a mile, so yeah, about 10 minutes for walking.
It's fine. They can wait.
How
When
fast
we
can
arrive,
you-
though,
Fashionably late.
When you arrive here,
we've got this is the location where the person that potentially has the bones that we've been looking for is.
here
Oh,
you
good.
see a large stockyard. Just to describe your surroundings, it's a cul-de-sac type of situation where there is a lot of buildings that surround this stockyard, and you can see that there is parked at the south end of the stockyard a sturdy carnival wagon that is colorfully painted with the paint itself peeling off and faded lettering on the side spelling Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders.
That's
You
convenient.
see a heavy padlock securing the back door of it. But just to the western side of this stockyard, you all see that coffin maker's shop with the noticeable coffin-shaped sign that dangles and moves in the wind.
Luna, be my eyes, and I'm going to send Luna to do like a flyby and look in the windows and stuff.
Okay,
I'm gonna look through her eyes.
stealthily.
Sure.
Okay,
As
go ahead
an
and do a
owl
stealth check.
during the day can be stealthy.
A snow owl.
It's just
okay.
a bird.
Snow owl. I mean, like, if a snow owl has feathers that are white,
I guess it would blend in with the mist, yeah.
Clouds
Yeah.
and stuff, you know.
Stealth.
Maybe.
10
So a 10.
for stealth.
And then go ahead and do a perception check as well.
Perception check. See, this is. Oh, I have a +3 on that too. 7.
Oof.
Does Luna not get advantage on perception checks?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's a 7 and a 4.
Yeah,
Whoa.
So
7.
Sure.
yeah, no. Luna does get perception advantage, but it's just 7 and a 4, so
still
7. Luna flies around, and in order not to get seen too much, you
That
see
makes sense. Yeah.
Luna is trying to like hop around the windows, but there's too many people around and she doesn't want to cause too much of a scene. So she continues moving around, and unfortunately you're not able to see too much. You do see that the front door has a window just next to it, and there is a light that's flickering on the inside, but other than like actual details, you don't see very much.
Would the perception check be my perception because I'm looking through her eyes?
Yes. But
I don't think it changes much. My perception.
what would your you take that
It's a
roll,
3
so-
perception anyway. It would still be a 7.
So it would have been the same anyways.
Yeah,
and
it's
I would
fine.
still give you that advantage since it's better. I would just say we're going to keep it to the owl's
That's fine.
checks anyways.
I was just checking just to be sure.
Sure.
So she doesn't really see much, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I am going to get out of owl vision. I'm just going to say, I got nothing.
Well, we're back where we started then.
This is true.
Okay, well. What's our game plan and talking to this guy?
You said that he was the one that stole the bones?
Well,
So then we get that, we bring it back to the church, and that's it, we're safe?
maybe.
Well, assuming he still has the bones.
It was like a month ago. You
Oh,
might have
shit.
eaten them by now.
Eating them.
I don't know. I just said that.
Or worse.
Did Milovich tell you that he's like a monster or something?
He
No,
said,
he's
yeah.
just an old man. He's just an old man, but I mean, if he doesn't have the bones, at least perhaps we can find out where they are and try to get them back.
Why don't we just go knock on the door? That's a good first step.
I think so, yeah. Let's just see what we can get out of him and go from there.
Okay. So, you all begin to make your way towards the coffin maker's shop.
I'm
Henrik
going
van der
to. If the party's going like that way, I'm going to go that way and just.
Okay. Just kind of get like a little
Yeah,
perimeter.
just bring Luna to me and then just kind
Sure.
of go around the side.
Absolutely. Okay. One sec. Cool.
You have time to learn about our God and Savior. Our Lord and
Fucking
Savior.
love it. Okay, so you come to the front of this workshop of sorts. You see a small oil lantern that's flickering in the windowsill, and you come to knock on the door. And no answer.
Oh, we tried, guys.
Or how
Are
about
we able to
Grim?
look in the windows at all?
What is your passive perception?
Great question.
Mine's 17.
17. God
12.
damn.
No, wait.
Eh.
That's, yeah, 12.
So,
I just test the handle to just see if
Why
it's
is my
unlocked.
perception
Sure.
so fucking low?
Grim, as you're testing the handle, the corner of your eye, you see a face that just moves back inside from the window.
Well, somebody is in there. That's weird. I knock again. Hello?
Hello?
I saw you. I know you're there.
You hear the lock unlock. Hello, yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Looks like you were sleeping. Didn't mean to disturb you.
Yes.
You must keep different
can I help
hours
you with?
for building coffins and stuff.
Yes. How can I help you?
You mind if we step inside real fast?
No, I was going to go back to sleep actually.
Oh. Yeah. So do you mind if we step inside real fast?
Do an intimidation check? Question mark.
Yes, very sad.
23.
Anyway.
Whoa!
He starts to close the door and you stop it and say that, and he goes wide-eyed, like the facade of him being tired is completely gone.
It'll just take a moment of your time.
What is the meaning of this?
Mind if
Well,
we,
we just have a couple of questions.
yeah, mind if we come inside for some tea or something like that? Just for a few moments.
He backs away.
I promise we won't be long.
How
And
about
he
this?
backs away. He lets
Alright.
you all come
Okay.
inside. With a
Ireena's,
23 intimidation check, he's fucking backing up.
Ireena's gonna like pull out one gold coin and she's gonna say, we'll make sure you're compensated for your time.
Of course.
We understand your time is very valuable.
What is this? What?
Can I lean up just when everybody goes in, I'm gonna close the door and lean up against it and just stay there.
On the inside of it?
Yeah.
Got it.
I also want to take a quick look around to see if there's like anything like out of the store. Like, is there like a little trap door? Like, is there anything like that looks like it's
Sure. So let me
offset?
describe the room before we
Yes.
start looking around. This workshop of sorts, you see tables lining the western wall of this place, and you see tools just completely scattered across of each of these tables. You can see that it has pretty much everything that you can imagine a carpenter needing to make coffins and furniture. And you find that there is another 2 doors that exit this room, but this room itself is lengthy, and it is about 15 feet wide by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 long. 15 wide, 35 long. And you also see 2 small tables that seem to have tools on them, but more of like a break table where he goes to sit and, take a break, basically. But he backs away and just wide-eyed looks at each of you. But if you're looking for anything specifically, go ahead and do a perception check.
Yeah, I want to see
outside of what I already described.
Is there like any rugs on the ground just clearly visible? Okay.
There is no rugs.
Okay. Also look to see if there's anything that looks out of place.
Sure. So yeah, go ahead and do that perception check.
24.
In here, it doesn't seem like anything's really out of place.
Okay.
Yeah, it
That's
seems
fine.
like a regular old workshop. Though with a 24, you do see that the tools that he has are seeming to be almost on the brink. They are soon to be broken. Very, very used. But that's about what pretty much all you noticed.
As we kind of walk into his little space here, I kind of want to like do the thing that you always see like Sherlock Holmes or detectives do, where like you walk around the room as you're talking to them, but you're not like you know.
Yeah, you're just.
Well, no, not like that, because that looks way too weird and sus. I'm talking about like where you're you're just walking in, you're just talking to him, but that whole time that's when you're looking at stuff. Like I want to like get closer and actually just like get up to his tools and kind of just pick them up, like just like as if it looks like it's. I'm just talking, I'm just picking up different things.
You just
like,
got restless legs.
Sure.
Syndrome.
Yeah,
You're like-
exactly.
Of course.
Not syndrome, but you're a little restless, so you're wandering around.
Specifically, as I pick up this tool and as I'm about to ask him a question, I'm looking to see if there's like any like bone splinters specifically, or something like dust, like white dust on the.
Do an investigation check.
Okay. Eight. I'm gonna pop.
It
one.
does not.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have any. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does not look like there are any like bone dust particles
Okay.
or any splinters of bone anywhere on these work tables. I consider that investigation check all the way through the rest of the work tables as you're asking.
Sure.
It doesn't look like there's any bone residue or anything of that sort.
But and then the question I'm asking to keep him busy is like, so you must build a lot of coffins. These tools look pretty worn, right?
I do, yes.
Well, I think my friend Ireena has some questions for you.
Oh yes. So have you talked to Milvaj lately?
And you see immediately terror show up on his face. Who?
Milvaj, the gravedigger. I mean, you make coffins, he digs graves.
Yeah, you must work closely together, right?
Did you know that he wasn't doing so well lately? I'm sure maybe you've noticed he's not been digging graves.
I don't know him. I've only met him once.
Oh, once, I see.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you coming into here?
Well, like I said, we just have some questions for you.
Meanwhile, Johans, you said that you were going around the shop.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so
I'm still
you
outside.
come as they enter, you see the door close, and you begin making your way on the other side of this shop. You find another door that is on the back side. And then a few other windows, but each of them, the curtains are completely drawn, and it is impossible to see.
Does this door have like a... Is it a wooden door?
It is, yeah.
Does
But
it
it has
have
a lock
any-
on it.
Sure. Is there any imperfections to it? Any little holes that I could peek through? Or like a lock that's big
No,
enough
this is
to
a
look through?
pretty well-made door. It's actually surprisingly really well. Like, this entire structure is in stark contrast with everything else that's around here. This is a very nice, well-maintained house.
Gotcha.
So,
I'm gonna try the door. Is it?
Okay.
I'm assuming it's locked.
it is locked.
Okay. Just let me look at something really quickly here.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm gonna make Luna disappear
Okay.
and make her appear 5 feet inside the room. I
Okay.
don't have to see where I have to teleport
Sure,
her. I just have
sure.
to know there's a space there. And then
So,
I'm gonna
look through her eyes.
her eyes. That's right.
Inside, you see coffins stacked and placed all throughout this large area. You see, Zack, in this storage area of sorts, this L-shaped room is completely dusty, and your owl senses are overtaken with just like mildew almost, and just dirty smell throughout this entire thing. And you can see there are cobwebs throughout this entire chamber. And then you see 3 doors on the other end of it.
I'm gonna have Luna move to one of the windows, the closest to the door that I'm on,
Okay,
and move the curtain out of the way.
sure, easy enough.
And then I'm gonna unlock the door, the window with Mage Hand.
Okay, Window goes open.
I'm not raising it all the way.
oh, you're not raising it,
just
but
a
you're
little bit.
just a little bit. Okay,
I'm gonna then Misty step through the window into the room.
okay, that's one way to do it. Go ahead and do a stealth
Wizards.
check.
Stealth check. Natural 20.
Yo.
23.
Damn.
We're rolling really
Like
good today.
a smooth criminal. You turn into mist, and you check around you to make sure that nobody is looking, and like the mist that naturally occurs in Barovia, you turn into it and go into the window unseen. So,
I'm going
as that
to-
happens,
I'm just gonna
oh, go ahead.
close the window.
Sure. Closing the windows and the curtains. You are now
Yep.
in this room. Back to the other people. Ireena and Grim seeming to be leading this interrogation. Henrik backing up slowly towards the door behind him.
I feel like we're all kind of surrounding him, really.
Sure,
like,
yeah, no,
'cause
I imagine this being like a group that is like,
Yeah.
except for Katya, that's just like chilling on
I'm
the
just
the
blocking
door.
the exit.
Yep.
And,
I'm
and,
gonna
you know.
make my way from the work table over to the front windows and just make sure the blinds are closed too.
Sure, yeah, good call.
So, I think it would be best if you help us help you. We are here to help in this situation that is going on. Milovaj was very sick. We've been able to help him. And now we need you to help us.
So we can help you
So-
as well.
Why don't you be a
With-
dear and help us?
With what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you could probably start by talking about the bones that you requested Milovaj to dig up. We don't really care about the bones specifically. I just want to know like what's going on with that.
I'll call the guards. I'll do it. And you see him like kind of try to get past you, but then realize that he's surrounded.
That would be a mistake.
I think calling the guards might not be in the best interest of a thief, though, no?
Do an intimidation check. With advantage, because both Grim and Ireena are leading it, and it's
I'm also giving him the eyes when he goes toward the door, and I'm just like...
Question.
Yes.
She's not trying to come off scary, is not her intention. She's trying
he is fucking terrified.
Oh, he's terrified. Okay.
Yeah,
She's trying to like use a softer approach to
she's
like
the good cop.
Like, look, just come out with it. Like we're here to help you. Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very much taking this as an intimidation check, though.
You got it. No, you're good. You're good. And you said with advantage.
Yes.
Advantage. Well, okay. Well,
17. 17 is enough.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's very nice.
Pretty good, actually.
What do you want with him? I can't.
We need to return them to where they belong.
I can't.
If you are unable to, allow us to help you.
I can't.
Okay, it's
Explain.
okay. We can help you. Tell us why you can't.
Because they'll kill me.
She kind of reaches her hand out to him, like trying to like comfort him, like take like offering her hand, like to take his hand into hers.
Don't understand. They will kill me.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Who?
Shh, we can protect you. Please, it's gonna be okay.
There's vampires upstairs.
Okay, that's okay.
There are many vampires upstairs.
Okay.
And they will kill me
How
if
many?
they hear you or know what's going on.
Okay.
I cannot do it. I can't.
It's okay. You don't have to do anything. Hold on. It's gonna be okay. She like moves closer to him very slowly, very non-threatening. She goes to like put her arm around his shoulder and kind of leans in close to him and whispers to him, "How many vampires are upstairs?" It's okay if you don't know how exactly.
5, 6,
5 or
7.
Katya's kind of perked up and like got up from the not made any like huge movements, but like very interested in this.
Ireena's like whispering, but she like holds up 7 fingers basically above her head. She holds up 7 fingers without saying anything. Okay. We don't want anything to happen to you. Is there somewhere that you can go in your house that is safe?
I can't go anywhere. They'll know.
Inside, like, is there a closet? Is there under something?
I don't know. I'll and he like backs up into one of the tables and it kind of a little bit.
It's okay.
And he takes the chair and he sits down.
Yes.
I want to position myself between him and like where the other 2 doors are in the house, so you have more protection from that side.
Sure.
And just to clarify, Johan's when he, not that I know this, but Johan's when he went inside, was it to an upstairs?
No, it was the same floor. It was just like
same floor. Okay.
It's
Thank
like
God.
the door over.
I was trying to get a visual of the building. I'm trying to get a visual of the building, and I'm just like, but wait, he said upstairs. He did say upstairs. The gentleman said they're upstairs.
The guy said upstairs is where the
Can we see?
Johan's did first stairs.
Can we see the stairs from where we are?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I
The
cared
only
more
thing you could
about
see is
if
two
there's
doors.
a second floor.
Cool.
Okay.
There
That's
is
why
a
I was
second floor
asking.
for sure.
Okay, that's
Dope.
what I
And-
was more wanting to find out. I'm like, there's a second floor
Want to
because he
right.
said upstairs. Okay.
Slowly approach the door on the left.
Just-
Because I'm assuming that's the side
Sure,
Johan's
yeah,
went up.
that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly approach it and like
So when you first came into the door, there was a direct right door and then a further door to the right. But that's the one that you're closest to at the moment.
right.
Because it naturally made your way towards the end of this room. So as you reach for that door, if you are going to get it, it is up the stairs and to the right. You are right. Just the bones are in they're in my room, in the chest. Just
Are they inside of anything? Are they loose? Are
they're
they?
in the chest. I have them in a linen. They're tied up inside of a chest.
Okay.
Just be careful. I don't want to die.
I just realized we also haven't done a short rest at all. Oof.
Whoopsie.
That's
So,
okay.
Grim, as you open up the door, you see on the inside a large room where you see Johans standing there.
I mean, depends if I'm gonna do something between
Sure.
during this time.
So Johans, as you're making your way into the window, is there anything else that you would do? You saw 3 doors, one like that, and then right next to it.
The first thing I was gonna do is just do a quick once over again in the room.
Sure, go ahead and do a perception check. Actually,
Can I do it?
perception check first. Go ahead.
Can I do it with advantage since I have Luna with me?
Sure. Yeah. Luna will be like kind of
Oh,
trotting all over.
I'm gonna just do it just to see if I get better. All right.
Sure.
14.
16.
16. Sorry.
Yeah. It looks, as you make your way around this area, it looks like these coffins are empty. It seems like this is a storage area for the coffins that this person builds, and it is seeming to be just a simple storage area.
And they seem new. They don't seem used or anything. Just old.
Some of them new, some of them a little older, but newer.
Makes sense.
And as you're kind of walking around this storage area, just looking at these and kind of getting a lay of the land, that's when the door would open up and you would see Grim making his way in.
Technically, he wouldn't see me because I rolled a 23 stealth.
True, but I mean, like you're
I
not
know.
like trying to be stealthy right now.
No, I know.
But as everything around here is happening and the revelation of vampires being an imminent danger, we're gonna go ahead and head to break right now. We'll be back in 15, but before then, we have a giveaway that we are going to be doing.
I'm gonna mute
We are going to be giving away a free copy of Companion's Tale on Roll20. So if you are one of our followers on Twitch, you can join in on the giveaway. And if you are a subscriber, you get 2 entries into the giveaway. The giveaway is going to start now. The secret code is !bones. So go ahead and put that in the chat. Enter to win, and we'll see you all in 15. Bye. All right, welcome back, and we are going to pick the winner of our giveaway. Ziggy!
Oh my goodness gracious.
Tail, taking everything. Let's go.
Clean
Okay.
sweep for Ziggy.
So, Ziggy, I will send you the code later today. But before then, let's get
Undefeated
back
on the
to
giveaways. It's unbelievable.
the coffin maker's shop, where we had just learned that there are multiple vampires upstairs. So, Grim, you come out into the storage area where you find Johans looking about and just kind of casing this chamber.
Johans! How the hell did you get in here?
The door.
And you see he's referencing a door that's right behind him.
Come here.
Yeah, approach, I guess.
Cool.
We got a bit of a situation. There's a lot of vampires.
Yeah, I'm aware.
No, vampires upstairs. Lots of them.
Okay.
I don't know. I was expecting a little bit a different response than that, but okay. Well,
So, I mean, it's not the first time we've heard of vampires. What do you mean?
no, but like we haven't fought them though.
Wait, are we fighting vampires? I didn't sign up to fight vampires.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that might fight us. I don't know.
That constitutes us fighting them too.
Well, it's not like we're gonna start the fight necessarily. I thought that's what you're getting at.
Well, then let's make sure that we don't continue to fight them, or at any point today we don't fight them.
Agreed.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna shake the.
I was just letting you know.
What are you doing,
I'm
Johans?
gonna shake the last door.
Okay.
This one right here.
Okay. So you make your way over to that door, and it opens without any resistance. Inside you find...
It to open.
Oh, you didn't want it to open.
No, I mean that's Johan's being like, shit, it's open.
Oh, gotcha. Oh no, it opened.
It's open.
You find a room with a table,
Stuff in it.
4
Gotcha.
chairs. Yeah, it's just a room with stuff that you could see. No, it has a table with 4 chairs. It has a lantern hanging from a chain directly above the table, and you see 2 well-made cabinets standing against the right side wall. But that's about it. Nothing else of note.
No ladders up to the second floor.
Unfortunately, no. However, there is one more door just near Grim. And this one,
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
I know I was
this one
hiding.
is cracked. This one is cracked just barely. So, do you open it, Grim?
I'll just peek through the little crack real fast to make sure there's not a vampire on the
You
other
just
side just listening to the
Barely
conversation.
see a set of stairs that lead up.
Shit. I found the stairs, guys.
What's up?
It's just me in here.
Well,
I would come
the
up.
door into the other room is open.
I would come up around
I didn't know
and
about
You're
try to like.
literally like right there. It's like
I would come up and see what's going on.
Door into where everybody else is, and then door to where the stairs are. So it's
Gotcha.
like right
I
there.
misunderstood the.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, what's our plan? We're going up there.
Killing vampires or taking
Do we-
bones?
Well, the bones are up there, right?
Well, yes, but we can't just let these vampires live here.
No.
I walk into the room. Hello, everyone.
And you see Henrik.
Johans, how did you get back here?
There was a door in the back.
Oh, cool.
I could
Right.
Well, I can make somebody invisible if somebody wants to try their hand at getting those bones.
Is it
They might be
one
sleeping.
bone, or is it like
Are we
a
like
lot of bones?
grabbing bones?
Well, here, if
and-
you take the bag of holding will get invisible with you, and you just stuff the bones into the bag of holding, and they become invisible.
Wait, are you talking to me?
Well, I'm not saying you necessarily, like anybody. Like,
Oh, okay, good. Because I don't think I want to go into a room full of vampires. Or I mean, if I don't
Let's
want any of you.
let's figure this out. Let's think this very thoroughly and figure this out.
Why do the vampires need the bones?
The bones are offering some sort of protection over the city. Maybe they're trying to get the power out of them.
There's definitely a reason they want them. I think it's like Katya said.
Okay, are we going... We can't just let these vampires do what they want up here, so are we going to take them out today, or are we going to regroup?
What if we
Well,
burn
come back
down
with a
the
plan.
house?
I like where her head's at.
But the bones will be in here, and
Bones
also
don't burn.
You're right.
Oh, who's the sneakiest of all of us?
I mean, I'm pretty sneaky.
Because if nothing else, I could make you invisible, and you can at least see what's happening. Maybe they're all sleeping.
Okay,
Here.
and if they bite me, it's like my blood is poison to them.
That's true. Here. You take the bag of holding, and
Okay.
if the opportunity allows you to take the bones, then great. If not, let's fucking just get out of here. If it doesn't seem safe to grab them, let's just get out of here. We can discuss this.
And we're sure this is what we want to do, because we have to be prepared for the worst possible outcome, which would mean that this falls apart and we are faced with 7, maybe more, maybe less vampires.
If it comes to that, then we'll fight our way out. Or fight our way through them.
Or die.
I mean, heck, if we can get to the street, there's guards out there. I mean, do you think the vampires are really going to follow us out and show themselves in the town? At least during the day? At least give us till the night.
I think that day, night, it doesn't matter. I mean, she kind of like leans into the group and whispers, because she knows that people are super like uncomfortable with hearing the name. She's just like, Strahd doesn't seem to care what.
All I'm saying is, at least when he came last night, he didn't let anybody else see him.
Also,
They're
At
trying
the
to
very least,
I mean,
there would
they're
be
hiding
backup.
upstairs. Nobody else in this town knows.
yes, but also too, like, don't you think it's kind of strange that there are vampires hiding in somebody's house?
What if he's lying? What if there isn't vampires up there?
What if he's not the only one who has vampires hiding in his house? There are a lot of strange things happening in this town.
What if he's a vampire?
I'd suggest we leave the day horizon for later. The longer we take, the closer we're to sundown, and then the vampires can hunt us out of the house.
Well, there's not to burst your bubble, but there's not really sun here in Barovia. It's not sunny here, Johans.
In that case, let's just keep talking. That's okay.
Well, I just mean, I think that the mist, it offers some sort of something.
Regardless, I think we either make you invisible now or we leave. We need to decide, because we're not gonna have much time.
Okay, let's take a vote. Everyone who wants me to go now, raise your hands.
Can I suggest an alternative?
Absolutely.
I think I should go instead.
You think?
Are you sure about that, Johans?
I don't know.
No, but I can.
I do it myself, but I
have
move a
magic.
little loudly.
I can move faster and more nimbly with my magic than Ireena can. She's got to open doors. I might not need to do that. Among other things.
Wait. what are the conditions of this invisible spell? Can you cast magic freely while invisible?
I don't know. I've never done it.
That sounds kind of risky.
I mean, it is. But we also have to consider the possibility that maybe these things are able to see invisibility.
Well,
So,
also, like I said, if they get their hands on you, you'll be done for, Johns.
no. I am not going to let that happen.
If they get their fangs on me, they will be pleasantly surprised.
I mean, I think you'll also be done for. If the
What
reality is, anybody going up there is going to be in a lot of danger.
Well, here's the thing. If they do, attack Ireena and try to kill her, I imagine Strahd wouldn't be too happy about that happening.
Oh,
And
that is a
that
good
they
point.
will probably be killed as well. So,
That is a good-
I
that is
don't
a good
like
point.
using her sister as a bait.
well, I'm not trying to use her as bait. I'm
Not
just
using her for
I-
bait.
Ismark, it's not bait. This is fine. No, that's a
I-
good point.
Bait is a bad way to say it, but I don't want to use her as a way of like. I don't know. I'm against Ireena going up there.
Johns.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
I
know how to
couldn't
make
against any of
people
us.
invisible?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think
But
me
I have
going-
an owl. I can see in the dark with her eyes. I can misty step my way through
Is
or
there-
under doors.
Any reason why we shouldn't just have
Wait.
the person that they know go up and grab the bones, make some shitty excuse, and bring him down?
He's got no
Ugh.
spine.
No, that's a bad idea. You saw how he bent underneath us?
I
But
think.
we could suggest him to do something.
Hey,
Oh,
I mean,
they
yes.
could kill him though, because they wanted the bones and he'd be taking them away.
Yeah, I think that'd be a death sentence for him either way. Second idea. How strong is Luna? Can Luna pick up bones? Because I have an idea.
How many bones?
Why don't I give her the bag of holding and make her invisible and let her go up there?
Have
And
you ever tried to... How is she going to open the bag and put the things in it? She doesn't have any hands.
She's gonna be.
she can carry it with her mouth and then put it down, put the bones in it, pick it back up, it becomes invisible
She's
again.
smaller than I am. And
Luna
I've
is
got
a
smaller
very
than my
smart
hand.
owl.
The bag's not
This
that
is-
big. Do you
That
not
is
see it?
true.
You guys, we are wasting time.
I agree. We need to come to a
There's a
decision.
door. There's a chest. I don't think Luna can go. I'll go. I'm not going to be bait. I'll go. Be very careful. I'm very sneaky.
If you're sure, I'll cast it.
If anything happens, we will rush up to your aid and help.
Just be ready. Be ready. If anything goes sideways,
What are we going to do? Run? There's
You
no
will.
way that we can battle. It's possible 7 vampires upstairs. What the fuck are we going to do with this?
We'll start
maybe we're lucky
fighting
and
and
they're
we'll send
sleeping.
someone out to get the guards.
Before
The
you
guards
go,
aren't going to do fucking shit against vampires.
the guards
They're
are
going
not.
to run.
They're gonna be useless against them. That's correct. They will be.
Fuck.
So we either walk away from this right now.
Can't
we go
walk
up
away
there.
from this, but we can't leave. I fucking hate this.
Yeah, I hate this too, but it's him. He's the one who's put us in this situation. And so we're going to play his game and we're going to beat him at it. You understand?
Still fucking hate it.
Yes, I hate it too.
I
But
don't
if we
like it
can
any more than you do.
use- If we can use me as a weakness for him, then I will do it. I will do
Can we
whatever it takes.
I think we need to focus on the thing at hand. Strat is not an issue right now. The 7 or 8 vampires above us are.
So
And
let
the
us.
longer we deliberate, the longer they have a chance of finding us.
Fine. Is there any other sort of magic that you can give her to make sure that she doesn't get hurt? Anything?
Any kind of protective spells or something?
Anything?
Does-
DM, is Zarina wearing armor?
Yes, but I don't
Gotcha.
think that she's wearing armor that would. I think it's like studded
it's
leather.
Studded
Yeah,
leather.
so
it
she's
doesn't
good.
matter if she's wearing armor.
No.
Then I can't do what the only thing I could have done.
Yeah.
I mean,
Takes harm. No.
I can either make her invisible or I can give her protection from them, but the invisibility I think is gonna be better.
Probably the best.
Invisibility would be the best.
Unless they can
I
see.
think I can only do one at a time. I haven't
I think
practiced much.
I think if we do this, we do the invisibility, and all of you be prepared. Be
To
very
run?
prepared.
The
No,
fight.
to fight.
I am
If-
not
if
going to
we-
stand here and fight 7-8 vampires.
Then
Then you're gonna run away and leave your sister upstairs with
If we
vampires?
get the bones, then we can run to the church.
That's the
If,
plan.
to be
But if
fair,
things don't
her
go that
sister-
way,
if
then we
his
have to
sister
fight.
gets gone-
This is
If his
just
sister
if
gets gone, she's
things
going to
get
die before we
sideways.
can make it up.
That's all I'm saying.
I think that's a good plan.
Sure.
How about we get the bones if possible?
soon-
I mean,
Yes.
we gotta look at this. Ireena's just going upstairs to see what's going on. If it's
Sure,
not
sure.
possible, we're getting out of here.
If it's not possible,
Fine.
I will not. I will come back.
I am
If
going into the other room because I cannot handle this. Ireena. He puts both hands on your shoulders. Do not fucking die.
If
And he looks to everybody else, and then he just makes his way over into the
if
dining.
you do get the bones,
like, area.
everybody be ready to run to the church
We
or
take them.
run upstairs.
making the
Either
wrong decision.
side.
We take them to the church. Yes. If we're able to get them, I will be careful. If it's too dangerous, I will come back.
Good luck.
This is
Okay.
the wrong decision. I'm gonna go check on his mark, and Johans goes to check on his mark.
Sure. Okay. So,
Oh my god.
an invisibility spell is
I
cast.
cast it on Ireena and
and Ireena is sent upstairs.
All right. Do I need to roll a stealth check, DM?
Oh, fuck yeah, you do.
All right.
but she gets advantage because she's invisible, right?
Yes, you do.
Right.
Bless the morning Lord. Okay, let's go.
Let's get it.
And do you have
Can I ready an action
do you
at
have
the
any
door?
dice right now, like inspiration that's been given to you, just so we as an audience know? Because I don't know who has what right now.
I thought I
Good
did,
question.
but I think Jonny said I don't.
I think it was used.
Yeah.
Currently, Sabrina has one. I have one because I didn't use it on the last one.
Uh-oh.
Zack has a D4, and then Joel has a
to
random
know.
disadvantage that I can.
So if anyone out there other than Strahd has any crush on Ireena,
So,
All right, let's go. The stealth check.
with advantage, of course.
Natural. Oh no!
Oh no.
Unless anybody gives her a reroll right now.
So,
I would, but I don't think I
Don't.
can.
Oh no!
I don't
Okay,
think I'm allowed
Katya
to.
Coulson saying they're trying. They're trying.
I don't think I can, or else I could totally. I got like 19,000 points.
yeah, no, I
but
know. I have infinity, so
Yeah, I'm not gonna be that bitch. So
Hey,
All right. Well,
it was nice.
all
knowing
right.
all of
Jake
you.
Coulson. Jake Coulson is trying to give a reroll.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Jake Coulson.
honor it just because there it is.
Oh,
hey. Whew.
bless
All right.
Jake
I swear to God, if
You
it's
get-
less.
saved our lives.
Okay, let's go. Roll 20, please. Roll 20.
I know we've been
was
rolling- we've been
speaking
rolling
your
so
praise.
well.
Sir.
I was speaking your praise on
was
Twitter.
bound to
Roll
happen.
20. Please bless me this day. Roll 20. Bless me this day.
Oh
It was meant to be.
Oh no.
It was meant to be.
So,
I'm not gonna fight fate.
It was nice playing with
Begin-
you guys.
begin making
It was
your
an
way
honor.
up the
It
stairs.
was an honor being your Ireena.
Nice.
Make your way up the stairs,
All right.
and on the last step, you completely misjudge the step, and you kick into the stairs, and then boom, your hands go down to the bottom,
Go to the to the floor or
like
go
to the floor.
through?
You're at the very top of the staircase
okay,
at the
okay.
moment. You see two doors,
And I stumble over.
and you stumble over.
I pause.
Everybody hears it.
I pause. I do not move. I pause. I do not move. Do I hear any noises?
Do a perception check.
Okay. Oh, and that's gonna be regular perception.
You stop, and with a 7,
This is going swimmingly.
Oh no.
you cannot hear anything.
Okay. I very... I pause. I stay there, actually. I'm going to stay there for a moment more.
I imagine, too, that us downstairs are, like, away from, like, the visibility part of the bottom of the doorway of the stairs. Just...
Sure. Yeah.
Just barely, like, around the corner, I would be,
So,
the guy told us where the bones were at, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know if I stated, but I do want to be ready.
Yes. Yeah, I heard
to
you.
rush into attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because she was like, be ready.
Yeah.
I'm so
have
ready.
an eldritch blast in my hand.
Hell
Cackle.
ready.
Oh my god.
So,
yeah, she pauses for a moment more. She is pausing because she's just like, if I disturbed something and it's gonna come out, she's just like holding still, like,
sure.
basically waiting, and she's waiting. She's gonna wait for like a good moment and see if anything from the upstairs is disturbed. Yeah.
Okay. Grim, Blaire, begin to hear. On the roof above you, as you hear slow footsteps. Ireena.
I don't hear this because
You do not.
I'm a deaf girl. I imagine she's freaked out, so she's
see the door
this tracks.
Open. And you see a female gaunt figure in tattered clothing walking out. I need you to do one more stealth check.
Okay, boss.
As they do a contested perception.
Advantage or
Lord.
regular?
You have advantage.
Bless. Roll 20. Don't fuck me.
Natural 20 on this one.
Oh, baby.
I would like also, I need,
Oh my god, sorry.
Roll 20. It's like, you know what would be funny?
Yeah.
I
I
need
was like, God, at least
Grim,
buy me dinner for a shit.
Grim, Blaire, and Katya, all three of you to do stealth checks with
Okay.
advantage since you are not seen and you haven't moved.
20
Cool.
and
Okay.
18 for me. So
Okay.
20.
A 15 for,
You said
or
with
no, 12.
advantage.
That's Blaire.
Well, I had a 6 perception. So regardless, everybody just barely gets past as this female figure looks down the stairs, turns towards the other door, opens it, and then walks inside on the other end of the hallway. Ireena, you just stop in terror watching this figure walk into the other room. And after a minute or so, turns back towards the stairs, and then enters back into the room that you had seen it come in.
Oh, so they went back to the original room?
They went back into the original room, which going
Gotcha.
up the stairs, your left. They went into the room on the right.
Uh-huh. Oh, and
And
the
then
one
they
on the
went-
right is the one that has the chest.
This one?
Correct. Yeah, the one on your right
Yes.
is the one with the chest.
Got you. So the vampire went in there, came out, went back to their room.
Yes.
Okay. As soon as they go back into their own room, she is going to continue to go up the stairs.
Okay. So, I need you to do a stealth check
Okay.
again.
Okay, boss.
This time, I know this is kind of weird,
You're fine.
but since they're alerted,
yeah.
you
It's
are going to
probably
get
gonna be
a
normal.
straight roll.
Yeah, totally fine. Totally makes sense. She has her, so she's up the stairs. She's like on the level. She has her back up against, like she went up the stairs and she's like back against
Yeah.
the wall. She's
Mhm.
going
You're trying to get
along
out of the way
wall.
of the vampire if they were to come
Yes.
down, for sure.
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, she is like hugging that fucking wall
Mhm.
and she's just like going slowly along it as she moves. Okay,
17 this time.
not terrible.
So you carefully this time bring your foot even more than you need to over the step.
Yeah.
And you come to the precipice of this staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And you find the door just next to you, slightly ajar. The vampire didn't close it.
Oh, that's... Okay. She kind of doesn't like that. From being next to the door, peeking inside, what am I able to see?
Do a perception check.
Okay.
It is dark in here, so kind of hard to see.
All right.
You take a look, and it seems like there's just wood, just stacks of wood, ready to be made into whatever, most likely coffins. That's all you can see from this point of view.
Okay, from where I'm at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she is going to, with her foot, she's still hugging the wall, but with her foot, God, that sound scared the crap out of me. Love you, Sirenscape. With her foot, very slowly is going to just like a little bit of a smidge, just gently push the door, not tapping it like to make a noise. She's trying to be very quiet in doing so.
So
just wanting to like gently
on the
push the door open
map itself, are you going to the left or the right?
Oh wait, am I? Oh, I am here. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that over there.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, right over here.
So the door. I have dyslexia. Ireena doesn't. She knows which room she's looking for. She knows because he told her left or right, and now I'm all mixed up. The door that is slightly ajar, is that the one that she knows the chest is in?
The door that's slightly ajar is on the map. We're just going to keep it left and right on the map.
Okay, got
right
you. Left
is the one that's slightly ajar.
Okay, right is the one that's slightly ajar. Okay, and that is the one that she knows the chest to be incorrect?
No.
Left is the one
did
where
I
the chest...
did I say where the chest was?
He did. Yeah,
He did.
Okay.
He did. I'm severely dyslexic. So
In the left-hand side then.
okay, so the right one is just open, has wood. She knows the chest is not in there. The left one that the vampire came out of and went back into is the one that the chest has.
And it is closed currently.
And it is closed. Beautiful. Love that for me. Okay. 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 She's not gonna do that then because like that's not the room she's interested in. Yeah, you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna push that door open all the way.
The one to your right that's slightly ajar?
The one to her right that's slightly ajar that she has no interest in.
Okay.
No interest at all.
Do a stealth check.
Okay.
This time you can have advantage since it's been
Thank
a few
you.
moments.
Cooled down, you know. They're like,
Yeah. You have your invisibility and I won't take that from you.
You don't need to, boss.
10. I'm gonna need to turn these to GM because I don't want you to know.
He wants us to squirm.
I
do.
mean,
It's working.
I understand. I understand that as a GM too. I got it.
Grim saying about like, man, if they're still on the roof, we're trying to run out of here. That's not gonna be good. Maybe we hide in the coffins.
You open the door and it. But you have the door
Less.
open.
Okay, door is open. She is going to very slowly go back into the stairway.
Okay.
She's going to be fully in the stairway. She's going to take out a copper and throw it into that room. And she wants to make a noise in that room with the copper.
The one that you just opened.
Yes, the one that I just opened.
Okay. So, you throw copper into the room.
And she's in the hallway, like her back is up against, or not in the hallway, she's in the stairwell. She's in the stairwell, back is up against the wall of the stairwell, and she's just fucking holding her breath.
Everybody downstairs hears this, like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. We all tense up.
Okay. One sec. So, you throw a coin into the room, backing up into the stairway. You hear. You hear a bunch of groans happening inside of this room.
The room that's opened.
The room that's open that you threw a coin into.
Like house groans or like creature groans?
Like wood on wood groans.
Okay, like creaks.
Creaks.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you do anything in that moment?
Cry.
She's going to very slowly and quietly. She's going to be midway down the stairs with her back up against the wall. She's not committed to leaving just yet, but she is being cautious.
Sure. Then, you see the female figure once again at the top of the staircase.
She's scary looking. Sorry. She does not say that. I say that.
You begin making your way down the staircase. I need you to do another stealth check.
Okay. Oh, God. I hate it. Advantage or regular?
Advantage.
Okay.
With an 18, you just slowly begin making your way down the staircase. And
Making my way down.
as she begins following you down the stairs. And then you see another one behind her. And then another one. And another. And another. And another.
6.
Just begin making their way down slowly. And then that's where we're gonna pick up next
God,
session.
dang it.
As fucking
Gotta be
vampy
fucking
boys
kidding
are
me.
making their way down the staircase
Fuck.
directly towards Ireena.
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
That's cruel.
I was like, oh man.
I'm impressed
That's
with the
rude.
balls of Ireena going after the first vampires were walking about. I was impressed with that. Like,
Okay,
fuck.
so she
God
was,
damn.
she was like, okay, I'm gonna plink the coin over there. She's gonna go out and investigate what happens, and then I can slip into the room. She's like, that's my best chance because there's no way she could open that door. She's like, there's no way. I need to get that door open. I need to slip inside, and that did not work. So now she's just like, nope, we're backing up.
So,
And
to
just to be clear, the vampire went into the other room and then left.
Yep, and then went
Okay,
back to the
cool.
original room.
Right. Okay. And then that. Yeah. So that's where. Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no,
I
because-
didn't. I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
that you didn't throw the coin into the other room, hoping
No.
that
No,
the
because
vampire would.
she's trying to. So like, looking at the map, the
Mhm.
vampire came from the left, and
On the
went in-
map from the right. Came from the right.
came from the right.
The right-hand side was the one that was ajar, and that's the one that you saw here. Let me.
Her go back into?
I want to
Wait.
make sure that we're all understanding what happened, so that
dyslexia
Okay.
is okay.
Hang on.
I just want to make sure that we're all
Oh.
understanding before we get into it.
I think I misunderstood. I thought
Okay.
it was that she came out. She came out
So-
like I thought it was she
That's
went
what I
across the
thought,
hall,
too.
checked on things, left that door open, and then went back to her original room. And I thought that it was that the room that she left open was the one that doesn't have the chest that I want. The one that
Okay.
has a chest is the
That
one
was-
Just to explain one more
that
time.
she is in. Is the one
So
that has
the
a
room
chest is the one
on
she
the
is
maps on the
Uh-huh.
map directions right and left. Okay.
in. Uh-huh.
On the map,
Yeah.
the vampire came out of the right first.
Okay.
Right.
Went into the room to the left.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Seemed to be doing some sort of thing,
Uh-huh.
and then left and went back into the right-hand side room.
right.
And left that door open.
The door on the left was closed. The
Okay.
door on the right was left ajar. That's the one that you went in and saw what's now visible on the map. You saw
Yeah.
the wood.
Okay, okay.
Gotcha. I think that's completely opposite of what all of us thought. Because I think she was trying
that's
to throw the
completely
coin
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to just get her to open because I thought she went into the door and closed it.
I did use a lot of left and right before.
Yeah, it's
in
okay.
like terms of your left and right, Ireena's left and right versus the maps. So that's my fault.
I'm
I
also
apologize.
really dyslexic, so that does
I was using
not
more
help.
of theater in the mind than I was anything else. So
No, you're good. The visual definitely helps.
Seeing that was what you did,
Yeah.
and there was a misunderstanding. I think that it is fair to say that we are going to retcon something like that because I don't want you to do something that you didn't understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
So then fake out.
Yeah, so sorry.
Oh wait, that was scary though.
That was terrifying.
Fake out. With that understood.
Yeah.
The door to the map's left is closed.
Is closed.
The door to the right
is opened a little bit.
Slightly ajar.
Got you.
The one that you want to go in, the one that has the bones, is the one on the left.
Got you. Yeah, so in that case, she would have very gently tried to open the doors, which she would have done.
Okay. And taking that stealth check as to not retcon everything.
Okay.
18 would have been your way to open that door then.
Okay.
Okay. So, inside of this room.
I'm more scared now.
Oh boy.
Could
get worse.
The build up.
Yikes.
Inside of this room.
Okay.
You find. Dang, I closed all my handouts too.
I'm so sorry.
No. You're good. You're good. It was a misunderstanding, and we're fixing it.
No, yeah,
So,
I appreciate it because
it's all good. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
That's what happens when you go from using your characters left and right to the maps left and right, and when they're not the same.
I knew that there was a map there, but then like I used theater of the mind mostly because
I was so zoomed in on the downstairs map that I didn't even see the.
So with all that aside, you begin opening up this door.
Yeah.
And you find a kitchen that contains a square table surrounded by chairs and shelves of provisions.
Okay.
And you see another door at the other side of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anything else inside? There's no chest.
There is no chest that is visible. You can do a perception check to see if you can like look around.
She's looking for that chest. She's like, I hope to the morning, Lord, that the chest is in this room and not through that door.
Right.
Perception, a normal perception check. Let's go. Okay.
15. Looking around, it doesn't seem like there's any chest. You kind of look through some of the countertops and drawers and nothing. Other than the other door.
Okay, so all right. Well, I guess I should go in this room because I'm in there and I'm being very quiet. I am not touching anything and I'm going very slowly. I look up to the ceiling. Is there anyone on the ceiling? She's freaking paranoid.
Not visibly, no. There's...
Don't like that answer.
You gotta love that. Not visibly, no. Jonny. Okay. Love you. Thank you for that.
That's great.
You make your way over to the door?
Yes, I make my way over to the door. This window right here, are the blinds closed or the drapes? They're closed. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna peek.
Okay.
Does the window look like does the window, I'm gonna be very blunt right now, does the window look like if I needed to jump out of it I could? Like is there bars in the way? Like okay.
No,
cool.
It seems like you could do that.
That's what I need to know. Cool. She checks that, she closes it. Basically wants everything to look untouched.
I mean, to
in this
do it
room.
like fast, you would have to like jump through it, but it's possible.
Get on the table and just push. Yeah, she would I mean, life or death. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, I am going to try to open this door.
Stealth check.
Okay. Regular
With advantage.
Okay, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 20, please. I love you, and your dark version is so beautiful. I tweeted about you earlier. I thought we had something.
Yes.
Nat 20.
Oh my god! Oh my
Okay.
god!
The
Your
door
sex
begins
is
to
great for rolling a
creak.
nat 20.
The door begins to creak, but you stop it immediately.
Oh my
and slowly, painstakingly slow, you open it so that it doesn't again.
Oh my god, okay.
Until
okay,
you
okay.
find in here a small bedchamber that holds a cot and several well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, a padded chair, a bookshelf, and a wardrobe.
But not a chest. A wardrobe is like kind of like a chest. Did you mean like a chest of clothes? Like it's a table, it's a table, a chair, a bed, and a wardrobe.
Yep. And a bookshelf as well.
And a bookshelf. Okay. Well, there's supposed to be a chest up here. I'm not seeing a specific chest specifically, but the most close chest-like item would be the wardrobe. So she would very slowly and carefully make her way over to the wardrobe.
Okay. You make your way over to the wardrobe and you see clothes. You'd fill this.
Okay. And there's like upon opening it up.
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay.
Or investigation. Either one.
Okay. Perception or investigation. We're gonna investigate because she's a freaking nerd.
Nice.
She's like gonna channel her Johan. She's like, what would Johans do?
Not be there.
She's like, I need to spend more time with Johans.
Literally the opposite. Johan was volunteering to go
That's
there.
true.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I know, but
That's
she
true.
could never forgive herself. If something happened to him, she could not forgive herself. Like, she could not. Like, she will risk her life, but she feels uncomfortable risking yours, is what's happening.
Unfortunately, with an 8, you do not see anything. It seems to be a chest in here.
Okay, all right. Okay,
And then, from the doorway,
oh, wait, I should be
You
in front
see-
of this wardrobe.
you see the vampire that you had once seen walking in and looking around. I need you to do a stealth check again.
What kind of stealth check, boss?
A regular stealth check with advantage, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you. Roll 20, you're so beautiful. I love you so much. I don't even know.
Beautiful.
To me. Can't you see?
An 18.
Nice.
Very
Pretty
good.
good.
Very good. You see
Keep
see
dancing
the
with fate.
vampire come here and look into the wardrobe. Look towards you. Almost looking through you. Then turns and then leaves.
It's like that scene in Harry Potter.
She like holds her breath every time that vampire chick comes. She's just like, do not perceive me. I am not here.
So, you see it look into the wardrobe, look around and leave. What would you like to do?
Looking in the wardrobe, huh? Yeah, that's very, I feel like she definitely would be like, huh, okay, you didn't look at anything else, so clearly there's something in there that you have of interest. So, she would wait. The vampire leaves. I imagine she left, leaves, closed the door. Ireena, in her mind, she would be very much like this. She's hugging the wall. The vampire leaves. She would be like kind of in her head, like counting the steps, like in her mind, like visually, like, okay, And like she would wait for when in her mind she would think timing wise that vampire would be far away and back in her other room, in her own little bedroom. And then she would look into the wardrobe again, very quietly and slowly and carefully.
Sure. I'm not even going to make you roll for this one because now it's a matter of what is going on with this wardrobe. So you begin looking through it until you feel the bottom of the wardrobe is false. It moves, shakes. So you slowly lift it, in which case you find 2 bags. A large one that contains inside of it bones, and another one that contains a few gold pieces. However, as you find this, Katya, Blaire, and Grim, you see as the vampire is, instead of walking back towards the room, slowly begins to descend the staircase. And that is where we're going to end this section. Because that is a way better way. Because I was like, when you first did that, you were like, I'm going to throw a coin in there. I was like, why would you do that? It's just like hurting them.
That
made and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You didn't understand it. And I was going back and forth. So that makes a lot of sense.
It made sense because I was trying to get her to open the door so I could be like, sneak in.
Totally understood that. That makes sense. You're trying to get her out of the room. Totally get it.
Get in there.
But...
One vampire is better than 7 vampires.
You find the bones. You have them. There's a vampire coming downstairs where everybody else is. And I'm
pretend we're having tea.
So.
Don't know she's a vampire. Oh, hello, madam. Is this your wife?
I want to go to zoo.
Your wife is stunningly beautiful.
So I'm going to put the vampire on the map there as it is coming down.
And a reminder too that Ireena does have the bag of holding too, so you do have it, and I think there's 2 potions in there too, just also.
Okay,
so,
good to know.
Thank you all for joining us. Please consider subscribing to the channel and following all of the links that we'll have in the chat and other things to support us. If you're watching the recording, thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you're listening to the podcast, please review our episodes and all of that good stuff. We hope that you really enjoyed it. And if you did, give us a good rating. Make sure to follow us on social media. You can check everything in the chat and the description. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to level up, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.